guys for being here. I have missed you guys. I was going to go live yesterday. I couldn't do it, you guys. I couldn't pull it together. I was not in the place. But I'm really happy to see you guys. Let me say hello. Hello, Harlot. Hello, Nadine, Katrina. Oh, Rexy, Janet. Oh, thank you, Janet. Hey, Thistle. Hey, Michelle. Chicken Shite, Little Red Riding Hood, Christina, Evie, MK, Becky, Weed Hopper's here. Hey, Tess. Hey, Pointer Lover, Kathy, Christina, Melanie. Thank you so much. Hey, Rexy. I think I said, oh gosh. Hello, Rexy. You guys know, I'll start to double up. And I'm sorry. Hey, Nana Banana. Hey, Neat Noodle. The other Michelle. Hey, Donna. Adrian. Good to see you. Hey, Curious Jen. Seahawk Gal. Hello, Bindi. Crime Watch Lover. Good to see you. The Real Pocahontas. Good to see you. Hey, Stephanie. Lexi Texie. Search and Rescue Canine Mom. Sherry. Just Jen. Lisa, thank you guys for being here. Hey, Unseen. Hey, Sandy. I love you back, Sherry. Hey, Edith. Teacup Kraken, good to see you. Hey, Jenny Paul. Candy Kisses Forever. 3 Blessings. So, it's been quite the day here. I just walked in the door literally 5 minutes ago because I had to take Bentley to the doctor. So I'm usually I like to kind of prepare. Luckily, I had the documents we wanted to look at loaded because we are looking at the jail file, but we're also going to look at some of the things with her civil suits. And there was something that was filed within the last month. So I want to show that to you guys. Yeah, and I'm excited. We're going to continue a little bit through the kites to try to make our way through the jail file. Thank you, Michelle. I feel like I look like a mess because I've been out running around all day, but thank you. Yeah, we're going to go through some of the kites, and then we will go through an old civil suit of hers, and then some things with this current suit against the jail. Then after that, Curious Jen has a live at 6, and she's going to be talking about when she's got some really great stuff that hasn't been seen yet that from the courthouse about the affidavit leak and things like that. And I think that you guys will really enjoy it because if you remember, Letecia's affidavit was leaked online while it was still sealed. Hey, Meg. Hey, Christina. Thank you, Adrian. Oh, thank you, 99 Problems. So, yeah, that's where we're at. We're just going to hang out today. It's going to be a little bit laid back. And then tonight, Jen Lou, it's more than a double because actually I think Jen is at 6. I think Melissa might have something at 7:30. Jen Lou is on at 9. So there will be streams all night long. So, all right. So before we get started, I just want to play a quick word from our little Christmas time sponsor. Also, before we get started, welcome, Pretty Bug. Thank you for joining. I wanted to tell you guys about something really quick, like just makeup stuff. So when I was at Walgreens, I saw these lip glosses. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry about that, you guys. I saw these lip glosses that they're like plumping glosses, but sometimes they'll have like peppermint or cinnamon or whatever. This one caught my attention because they use chili pepper. So look at this. And my nails are messed up. I lost one and I was like, I could not find it anywhere. So I just had to take them all off. But anyways, yeah, and it freaking burns, but they're really pretty. But I had never seen anything like that. So I thought I would share. But anyways, okay. So let's go ahead and pull up our files. And we'll start with the kites, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff. Thank you. That's what she said. Me too, Evie. My twin granddaughters are dancing. Oh, Bullshit. I love that. Oh, Nana Banana. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. And Rexy, thank you for being a member for 4 months. And I'm glad you guys love it. And I love you being here. It's tolerable, but it's weird, Christina. It's weird. It's not like anything I had experienced before with like a plumping gloss. It freaking burns. Ooh. Yay, Christina. I was looking at those. The highlights look so beautiful in that set. I really want to try the pinky pink one or whatever, the peachy pink. I'm reporting you to the police. Okay, buddy. Have a good day with that. Or have fun with that, whatever. Hey, Grateful Mama. Thank you for going live. Got some news from the doctor today. I definitely need it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Grateful Mama. Well, hopefully we can keep your mind out of that. Oh, Queen Bella, that is freaking sweet. Thank you. Well, I adore you, and I see you all over, so I know you go to lots of channels, so that is a mega compliment. Thank you. Okay. Starts Tuesday. Bullshit. I'll have to look into that. So we're going to start with a few kites. Let me see here. Where are you? There. And the first one that we're going to start with, we're just trying to make our way through this file. We're on page 1781. I think at the beginning of our last live, we were on 1744. So just trying to make a little more leeway in this file. We're trying to get all the way through it from top to bottom. I think that is really interesting. I don't want to miss anything, but it's taking a long time. Okay, so this kite took place in August of 2022. Kimmy K, no, I am not ready for Christmas at all. I did get a present today that is for Bentley in the mail, a little Minecraft smartwatch I got him. I have like just a couple things. That's it. But I'll probably go shopping after, I don't know when. I'm always the last minute person for everything anyways. Okay, so August the 12th, are you guys ready for Christmas? August the 12th, 2022. She says, I cannot do these drugs in this ward and these Kim Depp people in and out of my cell. I told the deputy on May 22nd when we got moved here, I was placed with a Kim Depp with drugs. I told several people she has got several write-ups because she is crazy and threw shit at me. I did not touch her. But yet Blank got a write-up on the same day when she attacked and assaulted someone physically and is in Blank already, and she has been in several fights here. No hating. I like her, just saying this is frivolous that I didn't touch anyone and had shit throw at me and am still in Blank. Blank, the person who did it, is in Blank. So this proves I wasn't the person who caused this because she is nuts. I need to be no cellmate in Blank. I can't take the drug addicts nor the possession of drugs around me. It's a security risk for me and the other person, and I can't control my mania. Drugs are a trigger. Miss Stauch, your housing is reviewed as per our housing plan, and you will be progressed when approved. Your request for a no cellmate is denied. Really, Letecia? Drugs are a trigger now? Everything's a trigger. Anything she wants to get away from, it's manipulation, always with her. You guys know that at this point. Hey, Angel. It's been lonely around here without many lives. I know. I listened to Jen last night. I was just not in a good place. You guys, I saw some of the comments in the chat looking out for me, and I appreciate that so much. You guys don't know how much you mean to me. Sometimes I'm just like, I just was in like an anxiety-ridden place where I just didn't want to people. I know you guys know what I mean, but yeah, there is a gifting option, Toby Bird. I think when you click on the memberships, I guess there was like somebody in the chat, but I'm a bully. Yes, we do care about her health. You can get the hell out of here. Do not treat my viewers like that. I care about all you guys and what you're going through. Hey, some dumb dream. You ladies are my friends, and I'm so happy to have you all in my life. After the depression I've been dealing with all this year, I appreciate all 4 of you beautiful souls. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? That means a lot to all of us because we talk about it all the time. Okay. Same. I lurk sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you're just like, I don't know. I love you back, Donna. I'm so thankful for all the lives, but understand when it's not possible. I appreciate that so much. You're right, Angel. You're so right. Okay, let's continue. It does, Heather. I don't know that what the hell? Now I lost my whole entire train of thought. I'm so sorry. Oh, with Heather. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I'm grieving. I really, though, if it's what people that go through depression feels like, then I feel for them so much. Okay. Back to the files. Little Red Riding Hood actually sent us some of this stuff that she found on Pacer. We're going to look at it in a minute, and thank you so much for sending that. Okay, so now we're on August 13th. She says, hi. On a previous kite on 7/24, someone responded and said butterscotch was approved and it's listed on the kiosk list. However, it's red on my logon. I just want to get this right and know if I'm allowed it or not because the last email says it is, but it's red now and says restricted. Please let me know and thanks for your help. According to the list we have, it is not allowed. So if you're kosher, you can't get butterscotch discs. August 14th. She says, I am reporting PREA information for this because per the act, I am protected against the obscene languages, remarks about my body because they know me, and favors for commissary like the jail allowed with blank, because they are on drugs is no excuse. It is sexual harassment. I mentioned this in several kites, and I am filing a PREA because I don't have to be subjected to comments and favors in my cell because you guys screwed with my housing on May 22nd when I was perfectly fine. Okay. They said, I've informed your ward deputy about your concerns. She should be coming to speak with you sometime today. Unreaded. Letecia. Okay, so now we're on August 16th, and this is a response to the butterscotch. She says, okay, so how do I get it unreaded? There are a couple things approved on the list that is red. What? Listen to, I mean, we knew she had bad grammar in English, but that is okay. So they're marked red, meaning you can't have them if you're kosher. She wants them unreaded because they're marked with red, the color red. How do I get it unreaded? There are a couple things on the approved list that is red. There are a couple things that is red. Oh, good God, help me. Butterscotch, peanut butter, etc. How can I get it updated or how do I do that? When I click it, it's red and says non-kosher, but the list say they are. Thank you. They say, okay, I understand. I will reach out to commissary and get it resolved as soon as possible. Dr. Stauch, how can I get it unreaded? There's a couple things on this list that is red and they're not supposed to be. Lord help me. Exactly, Evie. Me too. I'm not going to let anybody disrespect you guys. Oh, thank you, Kimmy K. I appreciate that. And girls, help me remember that jail calls, and when I get paid, I'll put in the what we get from that. Ooh, Pinche Becky. Okay. We love you, Amber Lou. Chicken shite, I don't know. It's a troll that came from like Melissa's or somewhere. I know that he also trolls Melissa. He didn't come from Melissa's. Let me rephrase that. He trolls Melissa too. He definitely did not come from or with or anything to do with MJ. But you know what I mean. Okay, hey, Carrie. Let's continue. We want to get at least like 20 pages down before we get into this lawsuit stuff, which I think you guys will be really interested to see. But I know that it's important we get through this file. We still have 1,000 pages, which I don't know that they're all going to be, something we want to go through. But okay, now we're on August 18th. She says August 17th and August 18th have been non-kosher items. On the 18th, it was meat, which we know is not kosher. It's processed meat plus whether you think so or not, it does contain forms of pork and alternatives to pork that are still not kosher. I am notifying you that I let this go in the past without eating and without filing a prisoner complaint. However, I am filing one with the Denver courts for a First Amendment violation. And she definitely is. They say you have to kite the kitchen. How many times have they told her, if it's a kitchen issue, kite the kitchen? Carrying on here. August the 19th. She says, can I get 2 copies of the last 6 months of my resident account? And if you could, signed, please. We'll send to ward detention specialist. Got spicy lips, you guys. Okay, August 24th. That is my birthday. It stands out to me. That is so irrelevant, though, and I'm sorry for those little details. She says, so blank wrote you guys under blank account to manipulate housing when there was no issues. She was tripping that you guys refused to move her to blank, so resulted to housing manipulation. She sued blank and the jail for housing discrimination, and once again, I'm brought into something for no reason. She played y'all to get moved to blank. This is why I need to be no cellmate. Guys way in advance that it was an attempt at housing manipulation. I had no issues in blank, and people desperate to move wards because they can't follow rules, and you guys listen. You can verify this with Deputy Bird that there was no issues that blank moved the first time because of blank. Blank sending kites to floor security on her. She turned this to get moved because she had been in here 8 months in blank and still sued classification 2 weeks ago. This is crazy. It is unclear what housing question you have. You do not have a seg with blank, and her housing would not affect yours. If you have a question about your housing, please submit a new kite with those details. Tisha, we know you love to snitch on other inmates, and you're literally snitching on this girl because you think she's manipulating housing like you do. It's like, what are you doing? Why? That's like a drug addict out here on the streets. And I know drug addicts snitch all the time, right? Usually they're in trouble, though. It'd be like a drug addict who's out there using, like, say they're out on the street smoking dope, smoking crack, whatever. And they go and tell on someone for smoking crack for no reason, not because they're in trouble, not because they're like, oh, if you tell on somebody, you'll get less time, things like that, because that can motivate people to do that. But that just is so beyond ridiculous. She literally accuses everyone of sexual harassment. Christy, we're going to talk about that because I have a couple pages from her lawsuit against Horry County. Well, when she was working at the school. And that'll be something that we're going to look at in just a minute. But let me just do something really quick. I've got to turn it on subs only, unfortunately, because people can't be adults. You do understand that we're talking about something serious. Go troll somebody else. I can't get that. And not only that, what a miserable life. Like, if you're that person who's going in lives to troll somebody like that, you must be like just completely miserable. Your life must suck. And I feel really sorry for you. So I'm not going to get angry at you. I'm just going to turn it on subscribers only. I do apologize. You have to be subscribed to the channel. You don't have to be a member, though. So, okay. You're welcome, Tess. I don't want you guys having to deal with that nonstop. But what a miserable existence. Go get a life, bro. Jesus. Okay. Let's continue. In mom's basement eating Hot Pockets. Angel, are you on all chat? If you look at the top of the chat, there's like a little like bolt thing or nut thing. I don't know. It looks like a little nut to a bolt. And if you click that, you have to click all messages or you will not see all of the chat. Like, it'll only show you. Oh, you are. Whoa. Okay. Weird. Well, the mods are probably getting them fast. Yeah, at least like entertain us and give us something funny. Not, I'm going to have your channel and Alex is going to turn on you. What? Okay, August 24th again, 11:40. Oh, okay, so now look. In this one, she references that this person sends a kite from another person's account. And they write back 2-3 days later. She has not seen that yet when she sends this next kite, same day, August 24th, 11:40. I saw the kite that blank wrote to you from blank account. She is lying and used this to get moved to blank because classification kept denying her, and she filed an inmate lawsuit with the Denver District Court. I did not tell her anything. This was a way to manipulate housing since she sued and the jail, and they still refused to move her. I have not told her anything about helping me, and this was her last way to get to. She and Jerry got into it because Blank kited you about her drug activity and cheeking her meds. This had nothing to do with me. It was a way to get moved to Blank, which you guys let it happen. At this point, they just say noted, thank you. It's like you have to like be clear about your complaints in these kites, and they've told her time and time again, yet she just uses it as like a message service to vent to the guards. Okay, August 28th. Can I get my whites out of the property I am in blank again? It's socks, boxers, t-shirt, long sleeves, etc. It was given to your ward deputy. 3 books to donate on August 30th. Not September 8th. She's mad that sugar is not on the kiosk and wants to know how to get it, and they're out of stock a lot. See, that's the one thing about the real world. It's going to be a pretty crazy day if you can't find sugar in a store. She kites like she Googles. Yes, she does. Oh, Boo Sheets. Thank you. Oh, wish you could see these twins. Oh, my God. Oh, I bet they're just precious. I really wish I could see them, too. Thank you, Stephanie, for gifting that membership. I'm sorry I missed that. And thank you, 99 Problems, for becoming a member. So we recently had a members giveaway for a box of Nadie's melts, and I was going to just like whoever wins, talk to them, see what their favorite kind of scent is, and then choose, because I have about 100 favorites. I've tried almost like a huge percentage of what Nay has, and I thought I could pick a box of my favorites of that type of scent for you guys. So I did choose a winner, and they still have not gotten back to me, so I'm going to redo the giveaway. So if you are just becoming a member, you can go to that post, that giveaway post, and leave a comment, and I'm going to redraw. So I do like a random comment drawing, and it will just choose somebody randomly. I think you have tried them all. Yes, and I love them all. I love them too, Queen Bella. They're so good, and they're very fair price. Thank you, Artemisia. We have a couple other giveaways too I'm planning for Christmas. I'm gathering some things, and like it's hard because I have memberships and I do Patreon too, and I want to make sure to give back to everybody, and so that's why the giveaway started on like members only, but there will be some that are not members only. Here comes double trouble. Oh, Meg P, you guys and your twins, how cute. Bree, just go leave a comment under. There's a post on the membership tab, and you'll see wax melts, and you can leave a comment. And for those of you watching the replay that are going to leave comments in my chat about talking to my members, save it, because it's not going to stop. See, this is called a live for a reason. We have a live chat, we have a community, and we hang out together, and we're friends. It's not just me putting this information out there. It is me doing that while hanging out with you guys and having conversation. Oh, MK, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you. So like yesterday, I had a comment. I've thought about doing a rude comments video, but I just want you guys to hear why I'm even saying this, and we'll get right back into what we're doing, because this annoys me. And I appreciate you guys. I'm never going to stop talking to you. They said, I like watching your channel, but you interrupt too much right in the middle of reading her files. You start talking to your members. It's annoying. We tune in to listen to what you advertise, and then talk about everything else. Other YouTubers don't do that. And that was only one of 2. There was another one, but just to let you know, I love doing that, Nay. It was so fun. I've done one a long time ago, you guys, on Real Talk with Alex, but I would like to do another one. It is Maria. You guys make it special. Huh? How could I not chat with you? I love you guys and I appreciate you. And I want to, that's part of the live That's part of the point of a live. If not, I would just sit here on StreamYard and do a premiere and read the files, which I've done lots of that. Lunch Lady, thank you for being a member 4 months, and I'm glad that you love it here. Okay. Please keep talking to us in chat. Not that you'd stop, but so that that person sees we appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you. And I will never stop. Please don't stop talking to us. Hello. Don't forget about us. Exactly. You guys are just the best. Okay, let's continue. We'll go a little further and then we'll get into the other things because I think, like I said, I think you guys will really enjoy seeing this stuff. So September 13th, I mailed out a letter to North Carolina to blank 3 weeks ago, and it has not been delivered. Do you have it recorded going out? I also sent, a legal envelope to a Denver court. Do you have record of it? I know my mail is scanned, but it's been 3 weeks and neither party has it. All outgoing mail is given to the USPS the same day. We do not keep logs of outgoing mail. Once it is given to USPS, we have no way of tracking it. Do you have it recorded going out? Who do you think you are? When you're in jail, it may take some time for your mail to make it to wherever it's going, considering it has to be checked out and all that kind of stuff or whatever. It's going to take a while. That's what happens in jail. September 14th. I didn't get my order from Monday 9/12 with coffee today, and I ordered it before the deadline. I see that you did order prior to cutoff time. I'm not sure why it didn't make the truck. I'll look into it for you. Oh, I'm suing. No. October 5th, 2022. Can I go to law library? I am pro se on civil case 22 CV 02467. GPG in the U.S. District Court of Colorado. If at all possible, could I avoid going between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. so that I can take my Prosacan nightmare meds and my other mental health night med, please? Thank you. I have verified you are pro se and will send you the form. Thank you. October 19th. Can I get the following forms? JDF 676 77, Guide to Civil Legal Cases for Pro Se, and Motion for Dismissal for Speedy Trial. They said, I will get you these JDFs. We only print and provide legal forms and not guides or procedures. I am having a hard time finding the motion for dismissal for speedy trial. Is there a form number attached? Is she talking about for herself? Like because she wouldn't do that in a civil case. Yes, MK, the hygiene library. Tisha kited on my birthday, but I'm sure she sent in one on all the days. Sean, yes. You're right, Meg. Meg says, you will never win with certain people. I'm still learning this as an adult. I am a want-to-be formal people pleaser. So far, it's not working. And I agree because I have a little bit of that people pleasing in me too, and that's kind of difficult. And then Sean's comment was, these are people that go to Olive Garden and fuss because they can't order tacos. And I have to remember to read them out loud when I am responding. Because some people don't watch chat. Mama J, I love chat. It's the only grown-up convo I get most days. And girl, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Okay. When I used to keep Bentley and my niece at the same time before he was in school, it was just nothing but like little toddlers and little people all day. And they're just wild. So now we're on October 19th. It says my account is not read for orders for my kosher, and I know that I have not violated an agreement. What is going on? Commissary no longer has any religious diet restrictions in place. Ooh, if you wish to comply with your religious dietary requirements, that is your responsibility. The conditions on the religious diet participation agreement still apply, and your commissary orders will be checked for compliance. If you're not in compliance, you will be removed. So basically, you can order whatever you want, but if you're caught ordering non-kosher things, you're going to be taken off. Giving them enough rope to hang themselves kind of thing. Now she wants religious literature. They're going to get it to her. Not too worried about that. All right. We'll stop after this one. So this was December 11th, 2022. So yesterday, a year ago. She says, I would like to know who searched blank in blank on 1210 Shakedown. I explained to the people patting us down that it was Shabbat. Jewish custom said that we fast all day on our Sabbath and eat at sundown. We had just got out our kosher. It was cleaned and prayed over, and the individuals threw away koshers on the bottom tier. We did not eat on December 10th. I explained this several times to the Shakedown team that it was Shabbat, and I was in the middle of prayer when we were removed. I would like the individuals' names. This is a First Amendment violations. Inmate blank and I tried to correct this with SSGT DeLong. We were told later in the night that the jail did not care about Jewish customs. Therefore, I need to know who entered to violated. I need to know who entered to violated these rights. After asking several times not to throw away our koshers on Shabbat, the jail continues to disrespect T. So they did a shakedown in her ward, and she claims that she was right in the middle of this religious prayer over her kosher food for this Jewish holiday. Are you kidding me, lady? God, she is beyond annoying. I'm sorry. You didn't pray. No, she didn't, Meta Mom. Barbie, at the bottom where the little dollar sign is, there's a thing where you can buy memberships and gift memberships. I don't know exactly what it looks like, but it's right there if you click on that dollar. This is where I hear Jen Lou in my head saying, F off, Tisha. Queen Bella, too. She just likes to complain, yeah. And if she can use religion or anything to get her way, then she will. Oh my gosh, hold on. Yes, Letecia, let's hear you pray in Hebrew, ma'am. They stayed to the few minutes that I made you have to be a subscriber. That's okay. I think you don't have to wait again. Matter of fact, no, let me do something. I feel bad doing this. I don't like the subscribers only chat. I feel like it's almost a way of like cheating people to have to subscribe to even like be there. So I try not to do it, but we're going to have to do it today for 20 minutes now. But I learned that Shabbat is for feasting and resting. And oh, interesting, Kathy. Oh, Kelsey, you know all the Kelsey says, I wonder if all the prison guards just roll their eyes around her. Yes. Okay, so let's switch gears for a second, or for a little bit. First, we're going to talk about, this is old. So this is from Letecia versus Horry County School District. And it's just one page from that suit that was sent to me. And I don't know much about it. I've heard Curious Jen, talk about this in more detail. But that's all I know. Oh, thank you, Chicken Shite, for gifting. Thank you so much. Okay. So it's Letecia Stauch versus Horry County School District. And I believe there was some, actually, yeah, let me not even, I'll wait till we have Curious Jen on, or maybe in her live. If you guys are curious, you could ask her quickly and she could explain a little more. So it says, the court having been advised by counsel for the parties that the above action has been settled, hereby orders that this action is hereby dismissed. So they settled. In the alternative, to the extent permitted by law, any party may within 60 days petition the court to enforce settlement. Pursuant to Rule 41 of the Federal Rules, parties hereby stipulate and agree as follows. 1. Plaintiff hereby dismiss with prejudice all claims that were asserted in this lawsuit and all claims that could have been asserted in this lawsuit against defendant, including any claims for fees and costs. And the plaintiff hereby forever end her claims against the defendant in this action. That is so interesting to me. So she had to drop it and say that she would never again bring it up. And they had a settlement. You rang? I love, oh my God, you guys had me rolling laughing in Melissa's with this. I know that you said that this lawsuit was somewhat justified. Not saying that it was completely, but this is just the paperwork from the settlement. Okay, now let me flip over to this just for a minute while we're waiting. This looks like this was new court paperwork filed in November of 2023 with Letecia's case against El Paso County and a few others. So as you guys know, Letecia is suing the county and Trinity Food Services because of all these kosher issues and other things. She has many claims, and we went through some of them. I have a whole live stream about this lawsuit, but we did not look at this during that. MK says, if you're on an Apple phone, you got to log in through Safari. That's true. I forgot about that because I'm on Android now. Thank you. So yeah, if you have an Apple, there's a link that drops in the chat sometimes, and it has like a bunch of different colored hearts. Lynn, right there. So the Nightbot just dropped it. You have to click that link to join on an Apple device for some reason. Letecia to Aunt B. Why is Shabbat 25 hours long? Oh my God. Them talking about the religious stuff is quite entertaining. So here is Letecia versus El Paso County. It says consent case practice and trial preparation order. This was just done. So I wonder what's going to happen with this, but it says this order imposes requirements that supplement the scheduling order, this court's practice, standards for civil cases, and the discovery procedures for pro se civil cases in cases where all parties have consented to jurisdiction of this magistrate judge. It also explains requirements for trial. This order may not be modified by agreement of the parties. Motions practice. Number 1, page limits and format. All motions shall be double-spaced and in 12-point font. Footnotes should also be in 12-point font. Except motions for summary judgment, all motions and responses shall not exceed 16 pages. Motions and briefs shall be combined and are considered one document for purposes of computing page limits. Can you imagine her pro se paperwork? Her motions that she's typed? Do you think she's going to have it all in 12-point font with footnotes? There ain't no way in hell. I'm sorry, y'all. There just is no way in hell. Hey, Tons Lamb. I don't see it. They know you ate that spread teabag. Exactly. Kathy says, listened and laughed driving home from work. I'm glad to be on chat. Now, we're glad that you're here, Kathy. Malibu, well, in that lawsuit, they had a settlement, and like I said, Curious Jen knows more about it. After we get through this, if she wants to come up and explain, she can. But she has a live at 6, so I think if she wants to mention it at some point in there, you guys want to ask, she probably could give us the deets. Or the next time I get her on, I'll ask her. But there were, yeah, it's a whole thing. But this lawsuit that we're looking at now is current. This was just filed less than a month ago, November 20th. And they're basically explaining to her how they want the paperwork to be in different rules for the trial and stuff. I just don't ever see her following those rules. There's no way. She's illiterate and has DID. No way she can handle that. She don't even know what a footnote is. She'll be writing on her feet. Yes. Can you imagine her English in those documents? Can you imagine her rants? We're going to look at a letter that we've never looked at here before. Tess says, how many days did they allow her to represent herself before they made her get an attorney again? You'd have to ask Curious Jen. I don't know. So what happened was, I do know this. She was representing herself with Tolini as like her helper. And Curious Jen just explained this to me too. And I still don't remember exactly, but something happened where he like basically took over to do it. But even when she was pro se, she still had Tolini. He was just like a supportive role, and they took over as the lead. How much does a dictionary cost? Okay, let's see. Documents attached in support of a motion or response should not exceed 10 pages, while documents in support of a reply only 5 pages. They explain SIR replies and that they're not allowed. Motion to exceed page limits. These motions must be supported by a showing of good cause. Dispositive motions. Motions to dismiss, Rule 12B, motions are discouraged if the defect is correctable by filing an amended pleading. They talk about motions for a summary judgment and how they cannot exceed 21 pages. The parties shall file separate statements of undisputed material facts using the 3-column chart. I know when this lawsuit actually does go to trial, we will discuss it in detail over here. I'm very interested in that. For the opposing party, a party who contends the fact is disputed must state in the second column of the page directly opposite the fact in dispute. See, they're basically telling her how to do it because she's pro se, and God only knows what exactly has been filed before this with her and what's been, you know what I mean? Because think about, there's a lawsuit right now happening with some YouTubers, and one of them is pro se, and I know that the judge basically made them completely rewrite their stuff because they couldn't understand it and they weren't following. You know, if you're not an attorney, it's really not that easy to do some of this stuff. Proposed final pretrial order. Counsel and any pro se parties shall meet and confer sufficiently in advance of the final pretrial conference to jointly prepare a proposed final pretrial order. It shall be filed at least 7 days before the combined final pretrial conference, trial preparation conference, and a Word version should also be emailed to the chambers. The proposed final pretrial order should reflect the narrowing of issues to those that will actually be tried, the witnesses that will be called, and the exhibits that will be presented. They're literally telling her from A to Z how to do it. The form proposed final pretrial order available on our court's website should be used, incorporating the following changes to that form. Claims and defenses. Parties are discouraged from submitting a narrative summary of the claims, defensive facts, and legal theories. If a narrative summary is submitted, it should not exceed 1 page and shall be in addition to the following. Separately enumerate each claim and affirmative defense that will be tried. An example is that attachment 2. For each claim and affirmative defense, designate the standard of proof and controlling the law and each element that must be proved. Section 4, stipulations. To save time and expense and to focus the trial, the parties shall stipulate to all material facts that are not in dispute. Stipulated facts will be included in a jury instruction given to the jury prior to opening statements. Then they talk about witnesses. You have to use the form here for listing your witnesses. Exhibits, use this form here. Combined final pretrial trial preparation conference. Trial counsel and any pro se parties must appear at the combined final pretrial trial preparation conference. The court will review the proposed final pretrial order with counsel and any pro se parties to determine what issues will ultimately be tried, what facts can be stipulated to, what factual disputes require evidence, the time necessary for trial, and other trial-related issues. If the case has not been sufficiently narrowed, an amended final pretrial order may be required. Trial information. Trial briefs, motions, final witnesses, and exhibit lists by no later than noon on the Friday before the start of the trial. So this is like an outline of what she has to follow. Access to courtroom before the trial. It will be made available to all parties before the start of the trial, so the parties may bring in items for trial. This trial, I wonder if we could see it, because some of these civil judges have, I bet you we can get the footage of it. I really want to see her pro se on this. There should be no duplicate exhibits between the parties' list. The parties must confer and stipulate to the admissibility of as many exhibits as possible. There will be no juror exhibit notebooks. There will be a projector the court will provide. There will be 9 jurors. The jurors can take notes during the trial. Transcript of proceedings. Here we go. If a court reporter is available, the proceedings will be transcribed by the court reporter. If a court reporter is not available, the proceedings will be digitally recorded. Any request for transcripts should be directed to the courtroom deputy. You see that, Curious Jen and Bendy? We need to get that when it happens. We need to get the digital recording. Hey, Clicker. Hey, Annie. We definitely need to get our hands on that. So, attachment 1. This is, remember, the example that they gave her to follow. So, we'll see what she does. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith that this is going to go smoothly, that she's going to follow the rules. It's going to be quite interesting. So that is the end of that one. Now, we have a letter that was filed this June about this case from Letecia that we're going to look at. Only can buy a transcript maybe on a CD. Why won't they get the audio? Well, I guess they're going to transcribe it and then possibly digitally record it. We need to find out a little bit more on that, but I think we should get it for sure. Oh, thank you, Mishmash. I'll stick up for you, girl. Somebody comes in here messing with you. You know, I'm really bad for that. I won't stick up for myself very much. I'll kind of just like try not to respond. There are so many times I wanted to respond to assholes on here. Like that have commented about me or made videos about me, and I haven't. But just because, what does that do? A lot of these people, there's one in particular who was mentioning me like nonstop, and she literally wanted me to respond, so she had a reason to make videos or come at me. That's what, like, the drama, it's content. But so I won't respond to a lot of people to stick up for myself. However, if you mess with my friends or the people that I love and care about, that is when I cannot contain myself. Oh, nay. Michelle, yeah, well, not videos about me, like I've just mentioned in videos about other people, or like just dumb stuff. They can be, Queen Bella. That is so, so true. Yeah, let us respond. That's all right. Thank you guys, though. You are the best. Yeah, that is so true, Richie. Oh, cray. I got yours back. Just bring it on, Michelle said. You guys are just awesome. Exactly, Tess. Thank you, Crackdown. Okay, so this was from Letecia, and it was filed June 15th, 2023, so not too long ago, 6 months ago. She says, it's to the U.S. District Court, District of Colorado, and she says, thank you for sending the letter to Denver Women's Correctional Facility. I did not inform the court of an address change because I was in processing for 25 days due to mental health instead of the regular 7-day process. I did not request leave to add a defendant. I was asked that in our conference call, and I stated that I was not adding a defendant. I only submitted a request to add to claim. However, I was not able to do that because I was in trial for 7 weeks and did not have any access to the law library or any resources. I wrote the court and explained this and said I wanted to resume without amending the claim. I later received a document saying that the request to add the claim I was denied. Therefore, I assumed the court received my letter. I was under the assumption that I did comply with court orders because I asked the court to proceed without amending the claim based on my original claim. I also considered the response to El Paso County to be the same to Trinity as I explained. I was denied law library at CJC/El Paso and could not get any legal forms. You couldn't get any legal forms? You are a liar. We literally just read the kite where she's like, can I have legal forms? Da, 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 da. And they're like, sure, I'll bring it right to you. Except for the one that they couldn't find. Hey, Kay. Oh, Kayanne. Love you back, Foxy. You guys are super sweet. I've been attacked with my name yelled out with lies. Subs are off limits. I'm apparently not. Yeah, that's bullshit. I haven't seen that. I didn't see that happen, but that is, I don't like that at all. It's like you don't even have a place to stand up for yourself. So it's I don't know. I saw Crime Con is in Nashville next year. Are you going to go? Stephanie, I really might. My family lives in Nashville, both of my brothers. So I have a good reason to go there anyways, and I think that'd be really fun, but it is really expensive, so I don't know. It kind of just depends. My mama always said they just want a reaction from you, so if you don't give them what they want, they'll move along to bully someone else. Tess, didn't we talk about that? Oh, you'll be there, Music City Mom? Hey, Carolina Hurtado. Thank you for being here. Hey, Psycho. I'm going to Crime Con. Awesome. Hey, if y'all do real Pocahontas, I'll come over there. Dorothy says Letecia believes in her own lies. Well, I mean, she literally straight lies about not being able to get legal forms here when there is absolute proof we just read. They were sending them straight to her as soon as she asked. Hey, Kay. Oh, wow, Music City Mom. Tart, yes, they are okay. But you know what? There was tornadoes all over. That was scary. Because even here, too. Oh, I would love that, real Pocahontas. Okay, so I could not get any legal forms. However, I did not respond to WellPath because I never received their response originally. The Criminal Justice Center consistently interfered with my mail and communication. I asked the court to move forward with the original claim as I did not amend it. I also do not have access to a law library at Denver Women's because I am a mental health offender classification. What? Oh, at Denver Women's. And I am housed at residential treatment instead. Without any access at CJC or currently, my response to Trinity is the same as El Paso. Finally, I asked the court to update my address to the address listed. Submitted June 13th, 2023 to the U.S. District Court of Colorado. Bound chicky wow wow. That's it. I cannot wait to watch this kind of shake out. I hope that you guys will, join for that. I'm sure that you'll be interested in it too. I think we're pretty much done for today. We'll look at a couple more. This was from January of 2023, so not long before trial. We're almost done, you guys, with this part. And there is a playlist for anybody who's missed the jail file. There's a specific playlist on the channel, the Letecia Stauch in El Paso County Jail or something. Everything on that list is from the jail files. We have the incident reports, like where we did the tidbits of Tisha. We've got several lives of hanging out, going through the kites and that kind of stuff. And, oh, thank you, Little Red Riding Hood. Thank you so much, because that is awesome. I really appreciate that. But this video will be added to that playlist. And if you've missed anything from start to finish, this entire jail file, all 2,900 pages, will eventually be on that playlist. Like I don't want to stop till we get through it all. I think that's the only way to do it. This is interesting though. So a couple months before trial, she says, I was found not guilt for my write-up because I was charged wrongfully and ripped out of my ward and sent into a disassociative state. Please, can I delete these things from my record? Thanks. A disassociative state. Ms. Stauch, the disciplinary infraction was removed from the report. All documented incidents will remain in your file. Dude, they've been pretty cool with her. There's been several times I was surprised she was found not guilty. I don't see what she can sue over. She was literally caught by a deputy eating non-kosher food. It's going to be really interesting. You're so guilt, Letecia. Jen. Oh, how I love my Bendy Lou. I love all you guys, but yeah, a disassociative. Please, can I delete these things from my record? I do miss Jen reading on the kites. That was pretty entertaining. 1/11/2023. Can I get all my lockdown property? It should be quiet a bit. Huh? Oh, is that supposed to be, it should be quite a bit? Oh my God. Dr. T, no wonder if you missed when we did the prison file, and I don't know if whoever relays what happens here and in these comments back, Letecia was found to be, what is the word? Now I've lost it. Like where she's, where she can't write. What's wrong with my brain? I know I'm thinking like illegible. No, that's not it. You guys, we just talked about this and now I've lost the word. Illiterate. There we go. A pain in the ass. Yes, Nay. Illiterate. Yes, Teacup. She was found to be illiterate for a reason. Thank you, guys. Can I get all my lockdown property? It should be quiet a bit. I got a write-up, but was found not guilty, so I can have my stuff back. I can have everything in blank, but the thermal and socks, but they can just take that back out when it gets here. It should be a few trash bags full. Please and thank you. Thanks. It should be quiet a bit. Oh, here we go again. January 12th, 2023, just more documentation for the lawsuit. I love Crumb Curious reading the kites too, but Jen did like a dramatic reading, and it was of a few, and we were like searching the thing, and it was quite comical. All right, so 1/12/2023. I am documenting that the event that occurred on 12/31. I am documenting that the event that occurred on 12/31 because I'm Jewish is trickling down to my housing. I was wrote up because I am Jewish and had fruit from fasting for Shabbat and had coffee and coffee creamer sweetener. I was found not guilty and now am being punished as if I had committed the act. I was told by the DEO, by the deputy, as she means, that I had been in an argument, which is not true. This us another false report. In fact, I have made you aware in May when we came over to Blink for construction that this ward was the worst safety due to the people off the streets, the inmate threat, PREA violations, the stalkers, the fans, the people who in Stalky, YouTube, etc., which is why I've always followed the rules and been successful in Blank and had roommates for 3 months. But punish me when I did not break a rule, but take people who fight 5 days ago, non-Jews? You know in the thumbnail how it has like that spirally background? Like that is like, I feel like when I get done reading those, I'm just like, and my eyes are just like, I'm like, I don't know. It's she destroys my brain. Tisha, do not blame YouTube for your troubles, ma'am. Foxy, I don't know. Let me see. Without reading it the way it's written, if I can just like see that last part again. She has fans, she says. Okay, so she says the inmate threat, PREA violations, the stalkers, the fans, the people who stalk YouTube, etc. Miss Stauch, your housing will be reviewed and you will be progressed when approved. You did receive an infraction and you were found not guilty. However, because of the negative reports you received after your movement, you were not approved to be moved. Inmate class will continue to monitor your behavior and progress like everyone else. January 24th, 10:35 a.m. Inmate does not Oh my God, I just can't get over the way she starts that. Inmate doesn't, just no need to respond. I just want to run my mouth to you for a minute, okay? I was taken out of my housing for practicing my religion on December 31st on Shabbat for taking fruit from my styrofoam tray and putting in a bag and saving my coffee creamer to sundown on Shabbat. I am adding inmate classification ton my current freedom of religion federal lawsuit, and I am documenting that VIN have documenting that I have exhausted all remedies with El Paso County and CJC, and will be sending the amended copy for allowing this to trickle down to my housing from Deputy T. Marshall. Your comments are noted. Like, what does it even mean, lady? Oh, here we go. February 4th, 2023. There is no reason for me to continue to be in the punishment ward around people in trouble for writer-ups, fights, people smuggling drugs, dealing drugs, selling their commissary, etc. I get no timeout, no whites, no access to U.S., the law library on the tablet, etc. All for exercising a religious right to fast that I am still being punished for. I know that blank was moved. Either way, I don't break the rules in this facility, so there is no reason to keep me in an intake ward and punish me like the people who continue to violate the rules. You don't break the rules in this facility. Miss Stauch, you remained in current housing because of the negative reports you received after you moved into the ward. If you had not presented negative behavior and caused a safety concern, you would have been moved once you received your dismissal of your disciplinary infraction. This has been explained to you. You will remain in current housing until you are approved to progress. Thank you. I have books to donate. Thanks. Here, we'll end with this one. This is still about the lawsuit. This is February 28, 2023. Trial is approaching in another month. I was told by Deputy Erlmeyer that when Trinity came this morning, she was told there was a shortage of peanut butter and eggs, and we would have to deal with it. Oh my God almighty. Nothing supplemented being out of this. This has happened a few times already. We can't not just get breakfast items or be told there is a shortage and not have it replaced with something else. I will look into this and see what's going on. There is eggs and peanut butter in the kitchen. She says, Trinity came this morning and said there was a shortage of peanut butter and eggs, and we would have to deal with it. Oh, Shelly, thank you for joining. She's a PhD? Apparently so. Shut up, Tisha, said Jen Lu. Okay, we're going to stop there. We're going to keep reading through we're probably very close to done with the kites. Actually, I do have another wish list and story I want to share with you guys, and I want to talk to you for just a minute. So, look, after I started sharing the wish list, a lot of people have been sending them. And you guys know I've been kind of going through it anyway, so like I was getting behind. But I really, truly cannot turn anybody down. Like I want to try to get out as many as I can. And nobody is required to help, but if you want to, that would be greatly appreciated. If you don't, that's okay. I know everybody's having a hard time, so don't think that I put these out there and I expect like for us to buy their whole Christmas. That's not it. It's just if we can help even just a little bit. um and there are so many, and like I said, I can't turn people down, but the tough part is that we're running out of time. So that is one thing, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Also, did you guys see? Oh, Lubell, thank you for joining. Oh, awesome, Jen, you are the best. Thank you. Yeah, so I want to make sure to share that. I'm going to read the next one in just a second. But first, before we go on, let me just say a couple things. First of all, we will finish this gel file in our next Tisha live. It won't be tomorrow. That'll be another case because I don't want to just do Tisha here. But we will finish, and we're still doing the family tree. That may be in the next live. And we'll be following the civil case. We've got jail calls on the way. There's lots of content and stuff to talk about there for you guys to see, like lots of stuff for you guys to watch and stuff still related to that. However, I've been covering a few other cases, and I want to stay on that, and also some current events that are happening. But I don't know how many of you guys had followed along with the case of Lizbeth Medina we just talked about. She was a 16-year-old cheerleader in Texas. Well, we didn't know if you followed along. If you didn't, you should check out the live. It's an interesting case. The man has been arrested. We didn't know what happened to her, and now there has been an update that she was stabbed, unfortunately. That's really the only new thing that I know, so I wouldn't do like a whole live on that, but yes. And then, oh yes, Artemisia, the little preemie baby we've all been watching and praying for and all of that. He needs some more prayers. You can explain what you want as far as what you want to say in the chat if you want to give any details at all. You don't have to do any if you don't want. Oh, Snuggy Nuggy. Nay, you have a customer for life, and I would suggest everyone order for her as well. I cut out my custom name and hung it on the board in my crafting room. Nay is incredible, and so are the melts. I know, Queen Bella. God almighty, that one is just devastating. It really is. I really want to do like a Summer Wells update, but it is so damn hard to like get through all the BS around it and get actually what's going on. I needed a damn cigarette, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to come outside. Okay, so let me tell you about this next wish list. We're going to share as many as we can. If we get to the point where we can't share anymore, maybe I can screenshot, make copies, and put it on the community tab all at once, all that's left, or something. Okay, so let me just look because I'm still getting them, and I don't like. I just can't. I don't know what to do. I don't want to we're running out of time, but I don't want to turn anybody down, so. Okay. So too much ish out there about summer currently. Oh, yes. And next week. So it was going to be this Friday, but we rescheduled to next week because Foxy's going to join. I have a live planned on my second channel. I don't know if you haven't subscribe, or I will share when we do the live on the tab over here. But Foxy is one of our viewers, and she has her own channel, and many of you guys have went over there to check it out. She's going to join me, so that's why we pushed it back. We are going to be doing a live talking about psychics and true crime, and we're going to go kind of in depth. We're going to look at other psychics on YouTube, what they've put out, when they've put it out. It's something I'm really excited to talk about, and let me drop Foxy's link. So that was a live that was scheduled, but it's been pushed back. So if you see that, that's why. Okay, so this is Cosmic. I'm just going to share some of the details from her letter. I don't want to share everything. Of course, I got permission. Oh, Jay, thank you for being here for 11 months. Curious Jen says, we are Currently waiting to receive the next batch of jail calls from El Paso Sheriff's Office. We will process them as soon as they are received. I cannot wait. And we'll get some more too after that on the 21st. Cosmic really empathized with you, Meta Mom. That's when this was sent a while back. She says, I have severe health issues, and last year I had been in and out of the hospital for a week in October, and then I was in and out of the hospital the rest of the year. Because of these complications, I chose in January to leave my job as a preschool teacher. I have applied multiple times to disability, and despite my doctors also agreeing I should be on disability, my age and the fact that I have always had to keep a job, even if it's just part-time to take care of my kids. My husband helps as much as he can, but he works at a job that, while he enjoys it, it just doesn't pay much. He also is paying his ex-wife child support for my middle child. My husband, trying to keep up on everything in September, lost his truck because he started making half payments and didn't tell me. So we had to pay $3,000 that we didn't have to get it back, and we had to share my very old car for 2 months while we saved basically every penny we had. I did start my own business during COVID, but because my youngest of 3 has such severe separation anxiety, I had temporarily walked away to help him prepare for kindergarten. It's been a really hard few years. I finally started to break even with my business, but it still isn't enough to pay me yet, just cover business expenses. I was actually finally able to file to become a registered business so I can finally apply for a business loan that would put us in a better position. This is the ultra unabridged version of how we got into this situation. I love your channel and Melissa's and the Jens. Let me see. Oh, my husband and I use your videos between all of you to bond, come together, and talk about how crazy Letecia is. The parts that remind me of my own life. You ladies have helped me heal in a very therapeutic way. It has helped me realize I was not alone. And I won't go into that actually. She says, if I get this business loan, I'd like to pay it forward the help you're offering us. I'd like to donate $1,000 for you to be able to put towards helping at least 2 families next year, or even one big one. As long as it goes towards giving someone a Christmas that wouldn't have had one, I'll be very happy with it. I also plan on starting my own drive. Thank you for listening to me. Now let me see. I think that's all I'm going to share. She's just had a lot of health issues. She's a preschool teacher, or let me get that right, actually. Yeah, a preschool teacher. And they lost their vehicle, and they're just having a hard time providing Christmas. So she has 3 kids, and she has combined those kids, like all of their wants, into one list. And I'm going to share it in the chat. And yeah. So let me see. When you guys know, if you watch some of my true crime news, we need all the good people doing that kind of work that we can, because there are a lot of cases, unfortunately, that happen at daycares and preschools and stuff, and that's just the truth. So there is the wish list in the chat for this wish list, and I will John Smith, you can get the hell out of here. What are you talking about, you weirdo? I'm not taking the troll shit no more. Not today. I'm just not in the mood. The love feast over what a weirdo. A feast? Fest? Is that what you meant? No, Foxy, that's okay. Oh, I was thinking that you blocked him from the chat, but it's under control. But anyways, I'll share this list as well on the community tab. And, I know it's really hard for people to ask for help. So I think, though, we get to a point where, we'll do anything for our kids, even if it feels embarrassing to us or whatever. If you want disability, you can't work at all. Sorry. So many people are one paycheck away from disaster, and life can snowball. That's absolutely true. It is, Grateful Mama. It's a tough time for sure. That's okay, Nay. Oh my gosh, Black Swan. Holy smokes. Today I thought I lost my debit card. I was flipping. I was in the McDonald's drive-through. Thank God I didn't cancel it because I was about to. I don't even have any money in my bank account right now. I'm about to get paid in like a little over a week. But still, I was like, oh my God, what if like somebody trusts? I don't know. It freaked me out. Oh, Amber. Amber was in here. Let me drop some channels. Foxy, I'll give you one. Okay. Not you don't have to mod or anything, but just so that you have it. And plus, I like to if it's creators anyways, I get why people mod their creators friends because you don't want people coming in the chat that like using somebody else's name and you can't tell. So if they're modded, then you can. Now, don't forget, in just about, I think, 8 minutes, Curious Jen has a live. Melissa's live this evening. Bendy's live this evening. Maybe Amber. I don't know. Let me check. Today is Tuesday. Sometimes she does lives on Tuesday. Yeah, and thank all of you guys for being here and hanging out with me as I read through these and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, Meg. I just had a medical surgery. I had to pay for upfront 53,000. Oh my God almighty. Yeah, I couldn't have done that if I would have had to. Next stop on the chat crawl. There we go at 6 o'clock. And then I don't know. Let's see. So Amber has one, yes, at 8:30. Bendy has a chart. That's Chris Watts. Charlie Adelson at 9. Let's see what Melissa's doing. It is Trivia Tuesday, but I don't know. No, she's doing a Jail Files episode at 7:30, and then Curious Jen at 6. So lots of stuff all evening, you guys. Love you, one who sees. Yeah, I love and appreciate all you guys. I appreciate my mods. I appreciate. Let's do Punksy. I forgot hers. Lori's. Any links that I can. Yeah, 6 Eastern. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you for joining me to hang out and read through some of these. And I'm dead, unreaded. Look, Mia B is on replay and she's at the unreaded part. But yeah, thank you guys for being here to hang out with me. Thank you for, just taking that much of your day to spend with me. It really does mean the world to me. Next Letecia episode will not be tomorrow, most likely the day after tomorrow, but that will be more kites and hopefully we get somewhere with the family tree. That's really what I want to tackle at the same time with the kites. But I want it to be accurate, so it's going to take some time. Otherwise, I don't know how to make a wish list for my Bella. She's a full care 13-year-old on home vid. Oh my gosh, Boo Sheet. If you go on Amazon and make one, you can share it. And if you write like a little paragraph, and I've told you guys, anybody who's struggling, I'm going to post this wish list, leave it in the comments. You're free to leave your wish list links. You never know who might read it and come across it and want to help. So that way we can get out as many as we can. It's just really hard because I want to do it for everybody. And I don't know if we will have all the time. Thank you, Foxy, for gifting a membership. All right, you guys, I'll see you over at Curious Jen's. I love and appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow for a different true crime episode, and then again the next day for Tisha stuff. Kayanne says, thanks for talking to us through the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank all you guys. Truly, I appreciate you more than you know, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.